Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Cramming Shame. Now, of course, before we get started, if you are not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell every time we drop a video or a live to do with Nicola Bulley or any other case that we do follow. And also, if you guys don't mind, it really truly does help, please give the video a like and a share. Now in this video, we're going to talk about a few different things, but the first thing we're going to talk about is the tribute video I did for Nicola Bulley yesterday. I want to say thank you guys very much for the kind words. Again, I want to keep it just a beautiful video in honor of Nicola and her resting place. I'm curious what your guys' thoughts on this. Do you guys think that they're waiting till after the inquest before they actually do the actual stone for Nicola Bulley? I was wondering about that yesterday, and I was wondering what your guys' thoughts were on that. But anyways, regardless, for any of you that haven't seen that video, again, it's a beautiful video for Nicola Bulley. I feel like she would be proud, and I hope that anyone that does see it in her family will think it's beautiful as well. And if they don't, you know, again, it was just something that I wanted to do yesterday, and I really appreciate the comments, so thank you very much. The other thing we're going to talk about in this video is yesterday I had a video up, but ended up having to take it down, and instead of just like going through it all and redoing it, since a lot of people had already seen it, I thought I'd just hit the points of that video in this one here. So I want to tell you how that video came about. So basically there's this person named Paul W. who had sent me some, you know, information, and one of the things he said to me yesterday was like, he said, listen to this song and have a pina colada. And I was already like, I'm already having a pina colada, so I'll listen to the song. And I listened to the song, and I was like gravitated to it right away. And I thought to myself, this kind of sounds like Elton John song a little bit, like the music playing to it. I felt like there was a little Elton John and a little bit of like Kenny Rogers. But anyways, so I listened to the song, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the footage that Claire had given me, and I'm going to make something beautiful for Nicola Bulley. I'm going to give Paul some thanks. Again, appreciation. And I thought to myself, you know, that I don't honestly care. I mean, it totally goes to revenue sharing, okay? And maybe some people don't understand what that means. It just simply means that the person that produces the song or whatever, you know, gets their portion of the cut of any sales that come off of a video. But I don't really care about stuff like that, because this became of the tribute, and again, wanting to do something. And so I loaded up the song, I downloaded it, and then I was just like, oh, okay. I was wanting to see if it was going to get a copyright. So yeah, I got a copyright, but it still allowed you to share it. Not all videos will do that. So in saying that, I wanted to thank Paul, show appreciation there. Like I said, I thought it was a beautiful song to go with a Nicola Bulley tribute, and I thought I'd take that, like I said, footage that Claire had sent me and turn it into something beautiful. That's why it was dedicated to Paul W. and Claire, and then of course whoever else wants to appreciate it as well. So thank you guys very much. The other thing I'm going to talk about is there was this post that was going around, and I noticed like this small YouTuber had said that that Nicola Bulley was being asked to help in this case of Derek Clayton, who's 71 years old, that went missing a few months prior to Nicola Bulley going missing, and lived within about 8 to 10 miles of Nicola Bulley. Some people are saying he's an aerospace engineer. I mean, there is a few people with that name, but regardless, bottom line is another person that had disappeared a few months prior to Nicola Bulley. But I wanted to clear that up, because this is where some people that maybe don't understand Facebook a little bit more, especially in the older generation, is that wasn't the Lancashire, or sorry, it wasn't the Blackpool police asking Nicola Bulley for her help. It was Nicola Bulley sharing the Lancaster Post from, I think it was October 6, 2022. Huge difference. Now I did, like I said, go to the thing, did my homework. There was no posting from Nicola Bulley on the actual Blackpool police website or whatever. But the thing is that Nicola Bulley's Facebook has totally been changed to, being open versus being shut down almost completely with only a few things left on it. So of course, if your privacy settings are set that, you're not going to see that person leaving a message or sharing the post, because again, it just really depends on their Facebook settings, and we all know that the Facebook settings, especially a lot within the family, had changed because of the messages coming in from people, and you know how it goes. It gets a little bit crazy for sure whenever there's like a huge case. And so I wanted to talk about that, and I wanted to talk about, say, Paul's company. So Paul, the one that's called P&N Engineering. Okay, so that was Paul and Nicole's company that was 50% equal. And in yesterday's video, I was talking about how when you're a self-employed person, about usually how things work in a lot of ways. So basically what I showed you was 2019, 2020, 2021. You've seen these numbers. Now in 2019 that they had showed a profit, and in 2020 and 21 they had not shown a profit, and in 2022 that one wasn't posted. Now when you're a self-employed company, you're going to use every avenue you can to do write-offs. And that's pretty much what they did. Actually, if you look back at 20 and 21, you'll see that the numbers kind of went different versus total sales versus administration costs. But bottom line is, if you look at both those numbers from 2020 and 2021, you will see that they're basically within like a few $100s of each other. Why is that? Well, the reason for that is, again, you're going to basically say that you're getting paid this as administration duties, that you get paid X amount of dollars, etc., etc. Basically, it's a numbers game, okay? Nobody wants to pay taxes. Nobody wants to give the government back any money that they have to do. So it just becomes a numbers game. And it's a very common practice when you're a self-employed person. Again, you're going to look for every avenue, embellish every avenue that you can, so that you don't have to simply pay taxes. Now, I don't want to say that that's for sure in their case, but their numbers highly suggest that that is quite possible. The other thing I wanted to talk about was the Marshall Engineering Company, where it says that Paul was the head of the aerospace company of that Marshall that I showed in that video. I'm just going through my head, you guys, what it is exactly that I was saying in yesterday's video. I think that was pretty much covering it, but I obviously was showing you a bunch of stuff. Again, I don't want to rehash too much of it, because for a lot of people that already seen it, they already seen it. So Nicola Bulley married this gentleman named Simon Booth, and I don't have the exact certificate, so I don't really want to say exactly when they were married, but regardless, so Nicola Bulley was married to Simon Booth, right? And then Simon Booth ended up meeting this lady named Jody Prenger, and Jody Prenger is on the show that's the Coronation Street. Now, in saying that, you guys, so Andrew Lloyd Webber, which I totally know who he is, I just want to say prayers to him and his family for the loss of his son. I believe he was like 43 years old, and Nick ended up dying of gastric cancer. And so it's so sad when, of course, somebody loses their child prior to their own lives being lost because of aging or whatever. So that was very sad. So that was only, like I said, this March that gone by, that, and sadly Andrew Lloyd Webber lost his son. But that was, again, the same show, the Coronation Street, that Jody Prenger is in. Now, she's from Blackpool in Lancashire, England, and she's been, I think, an actress since 1998 approximately. And basically Jody and Simon Booth, they met basically back in about 2010 to 2012 area. Again, it kind of says both on the internet, and so they've been together, like I said, from, let's just say, 2012 to now, so 11-12 years, something like that. So Jody and Simon, they live in Lancashire, and with their animals, their cows, their chickens, their ducks, their dogs, their cats, and they've been engaged for about 10 years. That's quite a long time, isn't it? Okay, so a lot of people are probably saying, like, well, what does Simon Booth do? It says that he's a businessman. So, from what I can see, it said he's the co-founder, CEO of renewable energy development, or developer and asset manager, solar PV, power purchase agreement with Tech Asset Management on LinkedIn. At least that's what it's showing, anyways. I wonder if Nicola Bulley and Simon Booth still remained, friends after the divorce. Again, they obviously weren't married very long, but in saying that, you know how some people, they can be friends still after they split up, and other people just simply can't. Anyways, you guys put your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Put it to whatever you want, of the different topics that we were talking about. Again, justice for Nicola Bulley. We're on the 12th day here. We got like 14 more days, 14 and 15 more days before the inquest. And again, tell me what your guys' thoughts are. And who do you think is the better looking, Paul Ansell or Simon Booth? Just throwing that one out there. Anyways, you guys take care. You guys have a great day.